So good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Divya?
I am disturbed a little.
Why so?
Just cannot say I'm fine. So just a little, anxious.
Right. You are one who handles disturbance of others. So you are a shock observer.
Okay. So children, you can all please welcome him. Good evening, all of you. You can, if you want.
Hello. I can see very
Good
bright.
evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How are you all?
Great,
I'm
sir.
fine,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Fine, sir. Sir, how about you?
I'm also good. And I expect you are good actually. And when you say you are feeling good, you should actually feel good because all of you have got great calls from great colleges under mentorship of DJ sir, right?
तो सबका इंट्रोडक्शन में एक छोटा सा प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो करता हूँ बारी बारी सब लोग जो है अपना छोटा सा परिचय a little short introduction, not the formal one, not just small introduction कि आप कौन हैं क्या करते हैं उसके बाद we'll start.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akansha Srivastava. I come from City Lucknow, city known for its food and culture. I have recently completed my graduation from Dr. Vibhor Mishra Rehabilitation University. I have always been a very dedicated student, and I would like to maintain the same in the future. And my goal is to become a management professional and act as an executive.
Very nice. Thank you. Ankita?
Good evening, everyone. I am Ankita Srivastava. I am from Lucknow. I have completed my schooling from Lucknow Public School and graduation from Dr. Shakuntala Mishra National Rehabilitation University. I have also I have done decent in my graduation and also received a letter of appreciation from Governor of Uttar Pradesh. I have also participated in Indian Idol, but that was my board year, so I did not go for it. Apart from it, I love singing and I love cooking. Thank you.
Very nice. Soumya Singh?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Soumya Singh from Lucknow. I have completed my schooling from City Montessori School, Lucknow, after which I did a bachelor's in life sciences from Ramjas College, Delhi University. And I recently completed a postgraduate in molecular and human genetics from PHU. In my spare time, I enjoy reading, and now I look forward to do an MBA from a top B school.
Great. Sounds crisp. Shank?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shan Gupta. I'm from Alwar, Rajasthan. I'm currently working with Accenture for over 23 months now. And I did my computer engineering in computer science background and my 10th and 12th from CBSE board. In my free time, I like to play musical instruments like guitar and flute. Thank you.
Very nice. Arpit Tripathi?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Arpit Tripathi. I am from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my graduation and schooling from Kanpur. I am a cricket enthusiast and I read newspaper in my free time.
Brilliant. Harshit?
Good evening, everyone. I am from Bikaner, Rajasthan. I've done my schooling from Bikaner itself. Then I moved to Jaipur to pursue my higher education. I've done my bachelor's in biology from Rajasthan University, and I love to play cricket, and I'm an anime enthusiast.
Very nice. Rudra?
Good evening, sir. My name is Rudra Pratap Nirvana. I am a resident of Jaipur and an engineer degree. Sir, I wish to pursue an MBA in order to fulfill my long-term goal of opening a cafe specializing in coffee, sir.
Very nice. Soumya Kumar Singh?
Greetings, everyone. Myself, Soumya Kumar Singh. I am from Lucknow. I have completed my schooling from Lucknow Public College. I am currently pursuing BCom honors from Lucknow University. My hobbies are video editing and thumbnail making for social platform. Thank you.
Very nice. Vinay?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vinay Dayama. I'm from Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. I completed my graduation from IIT ISM Dhanbad in 2021. And I did my job in Alpha Laval India Private Limited as a sales and service engineer. In my free time, I love to watch stand-up comedies.
Brilliant. So, sir, that was a short introduction. In सबने अपना परिचय पूरा दे दिया है. And for my side, my name is Dev Joshi and I report Dr. Vibhor Mishra. He has been my guru, and a great marketing enthusiast. Profile में सब कुछ कह दिया मैंने. मैं बोलूँ इससे बेहतर सर खुद बताएं अपने बारे में. And अभी सर बताएंगे his story, how he has managed to reach here, and what is 3 year and मेरा क्या role है इस organization में, and how do we do and what do we do, right? After that, like we have only 10 minutes for that. Then we will go ahead to the interviews. So over to you, Boris, in your court now.
Right. Thank you so much. And I'm feeling actually very interesting. Why? Because what you are doing, once upon a time, I was in that same phase. And then I went to B schools. I finished my fellowship and all. I do not know how much Divya has told you about me. I'll just quickly cover. I write Vibhor Mishra. That is my name. And I, by chance, followed my fellowship from IIM Lucknow. So I write Dr. Vibhor Mishra. I started my career after MBA in sales and marketing. That was in Voltas and BPL. But very, very soon, I realized that sales was not the destination for me, and I was not actually enjoying it. So I tried it. I tried to be, intellectual, worker. I was looking for a knowledge-based job. So I preferred to be in teaching. I chose to be in teaching over corporate job. I preferred intellect over money that moment of time when I was very young. Then I started my teaching and was working with PricewaterhouseCoopers as a consultant. And during my teaching, I realized that it was really fun and I was thoroughly enjoying it. So I developed myself in consulting. So after about 12 years of working in management colleges as a professor of management, focusing upon brand and marketing subjects, I was doing consulting also because in teaching there was no money with, So I thought that though I'm enjoying, I need to go for helping SME and organizations. And actually, I have to practice, management. For that purpose, I went for consulting assignments, and I was lucky enough to get many government assignments with Ministry of Urban Development, Rural Development, and all. I won a national award also by AICT, Ministry of Charity Government of India, and then I was impaneled with PricewaterhouseCoopers. So, did many projects, including Mama Earth, including Jagore by Tata Tea, and all. So I have many things in the area of brand management. Anyway, so for you, I can help you to understand why should you go for MBA and why should you go for management career. Right? I mean, this is not a platform where I have to market myself. I'm just telling you because Dev has asked me so that you pay a little more respect to me. That's it. Right? Number one, I think I have taken just 6-7 minutes. Yeah. So 3EA is a venture which was co-founded by me in 2012. We are into SME consulting. While teaching to IIM Lucknow, IIM Kozhikode, Narsimunji and all, Maika, I realized that I was teaching, my students were learning, but they were looking for jobs. Their priority was not to make a change in the organization. Their priority was not to actually develop that cognitive, capital in their profile, with the help of which they could actually make a surge, a business growth in their companies. They were just looking for a job, a comfortable job and comfortable life. That's it. Surprisingly, one of my students of IIM Ahmedabad, who I visited, as a faculty there. I was not permanent employee of any IIM. I was visiting faculty to all IIMs, and then I had a job in IIM Lucknow, and then I shifted from teaching to consulting after 3 months of my job in IIM Lucknow only. So one of my students, he said after his complete MBA that, sir, I understand that MBA stands for Mand Buddhi Ahankar. For majority of people. I said, why? Why do you say so? You are an MBA, I'm an MBA. Why do you say so? He said, sir, this is not true. But for majority of people who only dream about their jobs, only dream about their monetary aspirations and all, they look like Mandabuddhi Ahankar. Who is going for MBA should not behave like Mandabuddhi Ahankar. So we had a very good, interesting chat. I would like to quote that here. Anyways, so 3EA is a leading management consulting organization having presence in Singapore, Cyprus, UK, Estonia, and we are going for California as well. And we are world's leading SME consulting organization. I chose to enter in teaching because I had a passion. I chose to be in consulting because I wanted to make a difference. During teaching job, I did not feel happy because it was same story going again and again. So I thought that somebody who is a civil engineer is into construction. Somebody who knows coding is creating something for society at large. So I, as a professor, should not just teach, should try to help entrepreneurs. With that, approach, I spoke to some of my friends and students and all, and then we co-founded this venture called 3EA. Today, 3EA is a large organization. We are a public limited company planning for our IPO by the end of 2025. And we have 5 CA firms who have formally signed agreement with us, and their entire revenue is under the banner of 3A itself. So our group turnover has been more than 200 plus CR. So 3EA, its first name was Third Eye Advisory, right? What did we say? That first approach is of entrepreneur. How does he look at his business? Second is by his employees. And at times there is need to go for third approach, which should be unbiased. So there was a scope of consulting and to make a difference in the organization. With that approach, we tried to help SME, and the journey went very interesting. It was roller coaster, but in the beginning years, that was fantastic, and we grew by leaps and bounds. Today, we are doing pretty good, and we go for campus drive in all top colleges across. This year, again, we are going for MICA. Narsi Monji is like my second home. I keep visiting there. And yes, something important for you. I have been interviewer in IIM Lucknow twice for the admission test also. So I think, guide you a bit, though it has been a long time, but I would make sense to you. So that was a bit about me and about my company. So should I give you some tips? What is the protocol now?
Next protocol is that, first of all, any questions you want? Thank you for a lovely interaction, sir. And any questions you want to ask people, it's your house. We can have an FAQ for the next 2 minutes. अगर आपको सवाल पूछना है, कोई बड़ा guest मेहमान घर में आता
I
है.
missed one thing. Divya is my business partner. He is a strategic marketing consultant. He is into coaching and skill development. He is one who is master of understanding and mapping the potential of a human resource. And he leads a team in North India. He's reporting to me directly, and he's doing fantastic. So you guys are lucky to be with him. He is a dynamic personality. He loves coaching to students like you, as well as to entrepreneurs also. So I have seen both the sides of Divya. So for you, he is DJ sir. And for my clients, he is Mr. Divya, who comes and guides about business. So this is what Divya is doing in 3 years.
I wish they don't get to see what I have just done before this session. हम लोग जो करके आ रहे हैं, अब मैं क्या बताऊं उनको उसके बारे में, हम लोग कहाँ गए थे, हमने किससे बात की. So I wish you guys get to see this someday. Definitely, and 3 years also hiring भी है, तो इसी में marketing करनी इसी में कर सकते हो आप लोग. So any questions you want to ask before you start? Any question you want to ask, Ankita, Rudra? Feel free, relax. Vibhor sir is my boss. I'm also nervous right now.
First mantra of appearing in any interview or group discussion is that you have to be yourself. Trust me, you just have to be yourself. Less artificial you are, more probability you have to be selected. Why? Because whatever you do, whatever makeup you do, whichever jargons you try to use, whatever vocabulary you have learned and especially prepared for interview, trust me, people sitting across table, they are more smart than you.
Great.
They will judge you well. So you do not need to be very cosmetic. You don't need to be very artificial. Please, for God's sake, do not prepare a lot about your interview. First rule is be yourself and speak your heart out. Now, if you do not have proper content in your heart, in your mind to be spoken, which can impress an IIM interviewer, then first you have to prepare not for how to go for interview, you have to prepare your knowledge content. I am telling you, I was not a very bright student. I was not I would say a topper in my classes, but touch wood, by the grace of God, by now, I have never been disqualified in any interviews yet. Why? Because I always kept my confidence very high. Once you have high confidence and once you speak sense, then nobody can deny your candidature.
Wonderful, sir.
The golden word is empathy. Empathy is very important. You have to sit in the mind of your your interviewer, right? You have to understand that what is he looking for. More you understand his approach, more you know about his frame in which he's trying you to be fit in, better probability you have to be selected.
Great,
Now,
sir.
if you have any questions about 3A, about consulting, about me, most welcome.
कम ऑन गाइस, 2 मिनट्स हैं. स्वामी विवेकानंद बोलते हैं कि आदमी की बुद्धिमत्ता की जो परीक्षा होती है उसकी क्षमता मालूम पड़ती है सवालों से, जवाबों से नहीं मालूम पड़ती. सवाल पूछिए, राइट? सो अर्पित, एनी क्वेश्चन यू वांट टू आस्क? यू वांट टू आस्क क्वेश्चन अर्पित? आई एम श्योर तुम्हारा चेहरा देख के मालूम पड़ रहा है मेरे को. Come on, go ahead. It's okay.
So no, sir, no questions as such. I was just thinking that if we weren't able to answer any question that is on general knowledge, or there is a question about our academics, so does that make a huge difference in the results?
Good question. Good question. Very nice question. Sir, over to you.
Right. See, you understand. All of you have got good scores. You are going in an institution, and what do they expect from you? They expect 3-4 things from you. Number one, you have to be sorted. You have to be very clear. I'll just give an example. One of the boys here, I think Rudra, said very specifically that my objective is to enter into a top college, and then I would like to start my cafe, and he is clear about it. So this is what they love. This is what they love. They do not want pseudo artificial approach. If you say that I was a civil engineer and I'm looking for MBA because I need to hone my skills, I need to learn know-how, right, of management so that I can lead the organizations, it makes sense. So if by chance they ask you, for example, that, okay, let me ask you, Arpit, so what was your graduation? You were a commerce graduate or engineer?
Yes, commerce.
Commerce. So if I am the interviewer, right, then I'll ask you which subject you like most during your BCom. This is a frequently asked question. And do you know why they ask this question? Because they want to assess how involved you have been.
Very true, sir. Very true. पूछेगा ये.
They are not looking for commerce or engineer or somebody or whatever. They only try to understand that how involved you have been in your life. If you say I was a football player, then they'll ask you about football. If you say that you did your BCom, they would like to ask you about your favorite subject. And then they will ask you a question about your favorite subject. They'll start from basic. Okay, let me ask you, which was your subject in BCom which you like most? I mean, yeah.
So in my BCom, I really like the subject like economics and accountancy.
Okay. So the moment you say economics and accountancy, I understand that Arpit liked economics most. So the interviewer is going to ask you 3-4 questions about economics. So you have to be well prepared that if you utter the word economics, they will ask you a question. And if by chance you are unable to answer basic questions, then it talks volume about your engagement, your involvement.
Very true, sir.
So it's not about that they are going to give you rating or marks. It's more about how involved you have been. Okay. Like, for example, when Soumya Kumar Singh introduced himself, his way was a bit different. It's good to be different, but then you have to justify the attitude till the end of the interview. Right, Soumya? So when you'll be facing the interview and the way you started, it was different. So it was good. Interviewer would like it, that this boy has got something different. The way he's presenting is quite different. His attitude is different. But if by chance you are unable to maintain that interview in the entire journey of interview, then that would make a problem for you. So to answer your question, Arpit, there is nothing wrong if by chance you are unable to answer the question, but they observe while answering question, if you don't have the answer and you are feeling nervous and you are becoming like panic, then it makes a problem. Then it creates a problem. So if by chance you do not know, you are not an artificial intelligence based, chatbot who should be knowing everything. You're a normal human being. So it's okay. I mean, sir, I beg your pardon, but I'm unable to recall. This is how you can very, very smartly and with a lot of confidence, you can convey it that by chance I'm unable to recall the answer or that particular figure which you're asking about. But yes, this is what I like most.
अर्पित जो ये सर ने कहा है, do you agree with this the answer, qualitative answer?
Yes, sir.
यही आंसर
Right.
मैं सिखा रहा था, समझ में नहीं आ रहा तुम्हारे, सर ने बोला तो समझ में आया, थर्ड पार्टी में really?
अभी
Like
अभी
third
क्या है?
year.
अभी क्या है अर्पित, when मतलब I went for an interview once upon a time, I won't name the place, I had qualified. It was like I had planned my all first 10 questions. And I'm telling you, by chance, all questions which I had planned were, going in same way.
Very
In
nice.
my each answer, I was giving a clue to the interviewer that what should he ask. For example, if I am at your place, Arpit, I would say, sir, I like economics most. Then interviewer is most likely to ask, okay, so which topic in economics? Sir, I liked macroeconomics more than microeconomics. Please observe, do not talk much when you are interviewing. Speak specific. More you speak, more problem you may face. Okay? So try to speak words, not sentences, if possible. Unless he provokes you, unless he asks you to speak more, right? So, you just say, I like macroeconomics more than microeconomics. Then what is the obvious question? Okay, how do you differentiate macro and micro? What was there? I was prepared for it. So this is how in each of my answers, I gave a clue. I was a traffic, police who was guiding him where to go. So first 10 questions, if you have faced, or even 5 questions you have faced in a way you wanted, right? Your confidence will go up and you will create a difference over there.
Thank you, sir.
First 5 minutes are very crucial in the interview.
सर थोड़ा टाइम का क्रंच है, इसलिए I have to just move fast. Any question, फटाफट 10 second question, 10 second answer सर के पास है. Swami Kumar Singh, any question for sir, for the background he comes from?
Sir, I have a query about if a person is not having a decent background profile about its academic, she can't enter the consulting field. Is it true?
Vibhor sir, you only have 20 seconds to answer.
Okay,
20
not
seconds
at all. Not at all. Not at all. Answer is not all. Whatever you have done in your life, if you have made sense, then consulting is having red carpet for you. Those days have gone when you had to have IIT or IIM with you.
Great. Shank, 10 seconds question. Fatabat, one question.
Nothing for now, sir. Maybe.
Great. Swami Singh?
So nothing now. Maybe.
Great. Harshit?
Sir, I have a question in mind. So what was your reason to study management?
Great. You have 30 seconds to answer. 30 seconds.
Right. When I did management, it was simple that I did not want to go for first lead of worker where people do legwork. There are three levels in any organization. Ground level people, they execute. Management and strategic people, they create strategy and they have their opportunity to utilize their creativity and all. So that is why I went over there. I was one who was looking for creating strategies rather than only following and executing.
Very nice, sir. Wonderful answer. Ankita, question 5 seconds. Fatafat.
Sir, I have a question. Like whenever we say that in long-term goal, we want to be an entrepreneur or we want to have a business of our own, then the question comes that a lot of people are there, a lot of business icons are there who are doing it without MBA. So we cannot deny this. Then what answer we can give to
Good
this
question. 30 seconds, sir.
Right. They are mistries sitting at road and they are mechanical engineers. Here is the answer. So if you have know-how, somebody who has not gone for MBA and a successful entrepreneur, he is doing probably the same thing, but an MBA is going to further sharpen your skill and you would be having backup of know-how. So
write this important है इस तरह से बोल रहे हैं, very important.
right. So the know-how is very important. You know, a lot of clients of mine, in fact, majority of my clients, they are non-MBAs, but they have a balance sheet of 500 crore, 1000 crore, and they come to us. Why do they come to us? Because they want to structure their business. They know they trade very well. So if there is no, see, management is a behavioral science that is to be accepted, right? People do not know that science. That is why they say that MBA does not make a sense in real life, which is completely wrong.
Great, sir.
I've faced thousands of people, you know, in open hall, and I've challenged that management is a science, and books make difference if you can execute, if you can translate that into the performance. But people do not have ability. That's why they have problem.
Lovely, sir. Vinay, quick question.
Not any question from now, sir.
Akansha, quick question.
No, sir.
Rudra, quick question.
None as such, sir.
Great. So we can start with the interviews, and you have all the SOPs in the group. You can pick any, mini, miny, mo, anyone, random. You can pick anyone. Then you can start. I'll put my camera and mic on mute, and I'll be out of this. You're the show. You're the host.
Okay, so let's start with Soumya Singh.
Sir, SOP को मैं share करूँ आप साथ कैसे करेंगे? Should I share the like here?
I could not read all. If you can share your screen with the SOP, that will be helpful.
Just 1 second, sir. 1 second. I'll take 1 minute.
Yeah.
Soumya Singh, right, sir?
Yes. In the meanwhile, I'll just share with you all. Is something like a very good question was asked that where management science helps. You know, when I interact with my clients who are entrepreneurs, owners of their business, so they are following management tools, but they do not know what are they actually using. For example, they are planning for their product, they are planning for their pricing, they are planning for their supply chain management, they are planning for their image also. So indirectly, without even knowing, they are using marketing mix, 4Ps, 7Ps, which you all read during MBA and even BCom, right? But they do not know that what they are doing is called marketing mix. So how does it make a difference? Why should they know these terms? They should know these terms. Why? Because when they know that this is a marketing mix strategy which we are planning, then their thoughts are more structured. Their planning is in sync with all other components of strategy, right? And then they can regulate their efforts.
So we can start now. This is Soumya's SOP.
Right.
And we only have maximum 12 minutes for the interview.
Okay, thank you.
Time starts now.
All right, Soumya.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm done.
Right. So what is meant by Soumya?
So Soumya in Hindi it is a bhavatmik word that it detects an emotion, which means softness or simplicity.
Okay. So you have a good background. You were pursuing your science career.
Yes.
How come after science you want to go for management area?
So I thought about doing an MBA during my master's only. So while working in the lab, I got an exposure to the healthcare industry, so that whatever products that are being made in the lab are ultimately shared to the market and are marketed and sold. So I had an inclination towards that side, and I thought that I would do a better job in an area like that, considering that I have always enjoyed group activities or leadership positions and people management and skills like that. Within MBA, I aim to work in a pharmaceutical or a biotechnology firm. And I feel like with the skill set that I have and the skill set that I aim to have will be a good way for me to combine my technical background, that is biology, in that field, along with the management skills that I aim to develop.
All right. So let's say, for example, you get a job in your dream company, Biocon.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And I can guess, right? So let's say if you have an offer after your MBA in Biocon,
yes,
then what kind of profile would you prefer? Let's say, for example, they have two options for you.
yes,
You
sir.
enter into management side and you enter into core science side, right, in the company. So would you prefer management side of the work and you would not go for technical job?
So if I'm offered both a technical job or a management side job, I think I would go for a management side job, because with the career path that I currently have, if I wanted to go for a technical role, I could have directly applied and grown from there. I think I will do a better job in the management side, because there my technical background along with the MBA degree will be a better use.
So in management, which domain you would prefer? You would prefer?
Yes, sir. So I'm currently.
Specialization.
Sorry, sir, your voice.
I'm asking for specialization.
What specialization? So currently, I'm exploring all the fields. I've been going through the course structure. So marketing research is something that was that I had an experience during my research work also in lab. So that is something that is exciting me. Otherwise, I will explore over the course of first year and then see.
Okay.
Which areas?
How come marketing research would add value in your profile after this rich profile of science?
So in science and research work, we learned how to analyze data and things like chi-square test and all that. So I feel like with the technical background that I have in a company like Biocon, I would be able to gaze the need of which products and what are the lacks that are preventing them from being more accessible.
It's like how would you lead people who have 10, 12 years of core science experience?
Yes,
you cannot lead them because they would be having better knowledge about their products.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So why do you think that after this experience and then MBA, you can go for a management side in such company which is having a complete technical product-based business?
I could be the bridge who connects the technical business to the marketing business. For example, if somebody who has a core knowledge about their product, they would need somebody to market that and make it known to the, for example, stakeholders. They won't understand the jargon or something like that. So things along those lines.
Okay. Can you name anyone who is leading in Biocon except Kiran Majumdar?
Yes, sir. The CEO is Siddharth. I'm forgetting his last name, I'm sorry.
He's MBA from? Is he an MBA?
Oh, so I did not check. Sorry.
I'm telling you, majority of leaders of Biocon are not MBAs.
Technical people, yes.
Yes. So when I had a talk, when I talk to you like this, then you are not coming up with a very clear vision.
Yes, sir.
You have to work here.
Yes,
otherwise, you'll be stuck in the interview. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, something more about your personal family life.
So my father is a businessman. He works in distribution of computers and electronic devices along the railways. And my mother is a housemaker. And I have a younger sister who is doing a bachelor's in design at Jain University.
Okay. So which institution you have got the call from?
So I have a call from IIM Indore, Shillong, Rohtak, Cap Calls, and Amritsar.
Okay. Why are you going for IIM only?
Yes, sir. So initially, I had applied only to IIM colleges because what attracted me most was the live case study model of studying over there. And I feel like studying with most of the people who get to IIMs are the cream of the crop. So studying with them and with the professors over there would be a better experience for me.
Top 3 reasons of preferring an IIM in words.
So in words, the first would be a live case study model of teaching. For me, where we would discuss and learn. So you gain more perspectives from different fields. Then second would be peer group, the kind of people that I will interact with over there, and faculty. And third would be So I would say the opportunities that I will get over there.
Okay. So I think my time is over. Should I give my feedback, David?
We still have time if you want. We have at least 3-4 minutes. We have.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like,
If you want to give feedback, I'm happy. Like, we'll have more
yeah.
interviews.
See, Soumya, I mean, I don't mind, but if I'm there, I'll have many questions on your thought process.
Yes,
The way-
I'm lacking vision clarity.
Exactly, you're lacking vision clarity, right? You are a very qualified girl, and
Yes,
you have to be very clear. See, don't be nervous, right?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just giving you feedback. You should be
Yes,
thankful.
sure, sure. Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly, right? So you need to have very, very convincing answers. And these answers should not be fabricated, should be coming from your heart. Right. And it should be very real. You know the basic know-how of one particular stream of science, and now you are entering into management area. So you should know that in which domain area of management you would like to build up yourself as an expert. And that will take you where? An MBA is a growth engine of your career.
Yes, sir.
Always get it. All understand that MBA will add value, is icing on cake. At times, it is not the cake, it's icing on cake. So if you don't have a cake, icing won't help you much.
Yes.
Right? For example, if I did my BA only, Bachelor's of Arts, so it does not mean that I don't have a cake. I have a cake, right? But if I say I had XYZ subjects during my Bachelor's of Art, I should have basic knowledge about it. I should have ability to connect that my graduation and my MBA will make this much value in my personality. I would be a useful human resource for this kind of company, and that is what I will do.
Yes, sir.
Right? So such kind of thing actually make a lot of difference. And they are looking for people who can express themselves well. Right? If you have got call from IIM, Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Calcutta, top 4, then they will grill you more. Otherwise, for B category of IIMs, what do they look at is you should have good personality, number 1. Number 2, you should have absolute clarity of thoughts as much as possible. जितना दिमाग क्लियर रहेगा आपका कि आपका अपना इंडिविजुअल डेवलपमेंट प्लान क्या है, उतना वो आपको लेने की पॉसिबिलिटी वहां बढ़ जाएगी. See, they do not want burden on them. They want such raw material which can be prepared and can be sold as human resource to companies.
All right. So is that it?
Yes, yes.
So मैं one small feedback from my side. सर का देखा मैंने बॉडी लैंग्वेज में, आपको थर्ड पार्टी व्यू दे रहा हूँ. कंसल्टिंग में थर्ड पार्टी व्यू की बड़ी वैल्यू होती है, तो थर्ड पार्टी व्यू आपको दे रहा हूँ कि सर की जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज है, बड़े प्यार से क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे, हंसते हंसते पूछ रहे थे. आपकी हंसी गायब हो गई आफ्टर लाइक 4 minutes ऑफ द इंटरव्यू. वो इंटरव्यू पर बड़ा कैजुअल था इंटरव्यू में, लेकिन आपका जो चेहरा था, पहले आप हंस रहे थे, यू कॉन्फिडेंट द फर्स्ट मिनट, यू वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, बट स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली द फेस वाज सल्किंग. आई डोंट नो व्हाई, एंड ही वाज आस्किंग सम क्वेश्चंस, वेरी वेरी ऑब्वियस क्वेश्चंस. ये एक फीडबैक मैंने नोटिस किया. ध्यान देना, इंटरव्यूअर इज पुलिंग यू, राइट, एंड यू आर गेटिंग पुल्ड. ध्यान देना ये चीज, ठीक है. धीरे 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 जो क्वेश्चन नहीं भी आ रहा था उसमें यू वर सल्किंग. Keep a smile on your face. That will be
Yes,
it.
sir. I'll work on it, sir. Sure.
So next is Vinay. Vinay is from IIT and इसका इंटरव्यू रिसेंट है. इसका मैं SOP खोल लेता हूँ. So just a second. This is Vinay's SOP. His interview is very close. So we can start. The time starts now.
Okay, Vinay, why management?
Good evening, sir. Actually, sir, from first year of my graduation, I decided to choose a career path that is my passion also, like in which I am good. Because from very first year, I believe that I found that I'm not too inclined to our technical things. So from very first year, I started developing my skills in sales and management because I was good in communication with people, communicating with people in local languages, because before that I was not too good in English. So from there only I started developing my skills by working many fest and NGOs and events. And then I got a job in a tech company, Alpha Laval India Private Limited, as a sales and service engineer. So throughout of this journey, I found that I am good in sales and marketing. And to grab more opportunity, to grab more bigger career goal, a managerial degree will help me to achieve those things.
नहीं तो यहाँ पे तो बहुत गलत जा रहे हो आप एक्चुअली अगर आपने काम किया है सेल्स में if you have worked actually on sales and marketing and you enjoyed and if you want to be in sales then you don't need MBA. Let's keep working. Don't you feel that if you are going to have a career break, if you leave your job and you enter into a management college, you will spend your 2 years over there, and when you will be back, you will see that that lot of people, a lot of your colleagues, today's colleagues, by that time must be very senior. ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि आपका कोई पैरेलल आपका कोई कलीग हो इस कंपनी में, वो आपका इंटरव्यू लेने के लिए आ जाए एमबीए कॉलेज में. मैंने बहुत देखा है ऐसा. तो आप तो एमबीए क्यों कर रहे हो? आप तो आईआईटी के टेक्निकल पर्सन हो और आप सेल्स की जॉब कर रहे हो, सेल्स में ही आगे बढ़ना है, तो एमबीए की फिर क्या जरूरत है आपको?
Exactly, sir. While I was working in the company, I found that I was as a trainee engineer, so I was getting less opportunities, like two visits in a month or 3 visits in a month. At the same time, who were with MBA degree or at managerial post, getting 3 to 4 site visit in a week only. So by
Understood. So basically, you mean that you are not looking for learning and development, you are looking for an MBA tag. And once you get the MBA tag, I got an idea that you're very clear about that you're looking for MBA tag. Then why don't you go for a correspondence course? Why are you coming to IIM and you are occupying a seat which can be given to somebody else who's looking for learning and development?
Exactly, sir. I said that at managerial post or with an MBA degree, a manager will getting more exposure in the.
So right. So for you, MBA is a ladder to get a managerial post, right? This is what you mean?
MBA degree will give me exposure within the course also, but after completing the graduation, PG in as MBA graduate, I will get a better stage to prove myself. Or
why your future employer will give you a better post after tag of MBA?
Sir, in MBA, I will learn many things about sales and marketing. There are more exposure and learning in the field of sales and marketing. I will study within the cream of the nation and with the very skilled professors. They will teach me more about the sales and marketing things. So this will I will implement in that organization. That's why they will offer me that position or a job.
After your MBA, which industry you would like to go for?
Sir, I wanted to pursue a sales engineer, sales manager in a tech company where I can sell the product of technical things like a Tech Mahindra or Bajaj, these kind of companies.
Can you name any leader, anyone to whom you follow that I have to be like him?
Sir, I followed my ex-manager. Like he was too sharp in selling the things. Like in normal language, you can say he had a poker face. One who is talking to him will not say that he is in anger mood or he is happy, because his way of communicating is very good. That he's too good.
How much when you rate yourself with respect to your communication skills? If I ask you to give marks out of 10, where do you rate yourself?
Sir, can I tell 2 ratings? Like if I talk in Hindi, I will give me 8 or 7 out of 10. But in English,
let's say if you are going to work in an MNC, which is selling technology or technical solutions, do you think that you would be confined only in Hindi belt of India even?
No, sir. Exactly.
So are you fitting the bill for that purpose? You are preparing yourself?
No, sir. Actually, the whole journey will also transform me, because just in school I was not even known of what is mean of literally. That first time I heard in my graduation time. So that graduation made me a plus point in that languages. Like before entering to college, I was known of Hindi, Marwadi, and Punjabi languages. But after entering into college, I hear that there are some other computer languages like Java, C, C++. So that a degree will not only transform me.
विनय, मैंने तो कहा नहीं कि आप इंग्लिश में बात करें, तो आप इंग्लिश में बात क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Actually, sir,
मैंने कहा है आपसे.
No, sir. Actually, we from college itself we are giving interview in English only. That's
So,
why I follow.
you are not a thought leader. You just follow things around. You follow your boss. You follow your you follow things around. You are not a thought leader.
2 more minutes.
Actually, sir, okay. Actually, sir, if there are some people who are doing different things, then I will also try to be like them. Like if I'm giving the UPSC interview,
So you accept that you are a follower. You are not a leader, right? It's
uh,
okay. I mean, it's okay. Fine, no problem.
no, sir. Actually, the some things happen in certain way. I'm following the rule or the way.
अच्छा
I'm
देखिए,
not.
मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ हिंदी में, फिर भी आप इंग्लिश बोल रहे हैं, तो क्या मुझे इंग्लिश नहीं आती? ऐसा लग रहा है आपको?
No, sir. Actually, if you allow me to speak in Hindi, I will speak in Hindi also.
मैंने तो कभी कहा ही नहीं कि आप इंग्लिश में बात करो. You know, I think the time is over. Let me give him feedback.
Yes,
That
time is over.
he can prepare. विनय exactly same किस्सा हुआ था मेरे साथ में. मेरा एक इंटरव्यू ही था. That boy was from Bihar.
Yes, sir.
Right, he was from BIT Mesra. Right, और उसकी इंग्लिश कमजोर थी थोड़ी सी और वो परेशान था. But he was a very sharp, intelligent boy. और ये बात समझ के मैंने उससे हिंदी में बात करना शुरू किया और वो इंग्लिश में रहा और उसका बाद में नहीं हुआ. मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूं कि जो बैठे होते हैं वो आपकी क्वींस इंग्लिश चेक नहीं कर रहे हैं. ये आपकी पर्सनालिटी का टेस्ट है. आप नर्वस मत होइए, मैंने कहा आपसे. राइट, अब बात करते करते जो आपका नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन था, आई ट्राई टू पोक, I tried to irritate you, and I was driving you. I would select somebody who can drive me. I told you my example when I was being interviewed. You know, I have always been driving my interviewers, and by now both of you could not drive me. I was driving you. तुमको मैंने irritate भी किया, तुमको मैंने hint भी किया कि तुम हिंदी में बोलो, तुम फिर भी इंग्लिश में लगे रहे. यकीन मानो, डॉक्टर देवी सिंह जैसे लोग, प्रोफेसर प्रीतम सिंह जैसे लोग जो IIM लखनऊ के और बड़े जाइंट रहे हैं मैनेजमेंट की फील्ड में, उनका ये कहना रहा है कि अगर इंटरव्यूअर हिंदी में बात करे तो रिस्पेक्टफुली आप भी हिंदी में बात करिए.
सर एक्चुअली ये चीज आज ही पता चली कि अगर हिंदी में बात करने लग जाए तो मुझे लगा मुझे इंग्लिश में ही कैरी ऑन करना है.
ना
वो तो उन्होंने बोला था, उन्होंने बोला ना आपको ये चीज, तभी आपने
इशारा भी किया विनय, आपको मैंने
बोला आपसे 2 बार बोला उन्होंने, आप हिंदी में बात क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप तब भी नहीं बोला आपने हिंदी. सरप्राइजिंग है ना,
है ना. और कम्युनिकेशन ये नहीं होता है कि आप भाषा क्या इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, तो ये होता है क्या रूट वर्ड है इस वर्ड का, इस इंग्लिश वर्ड कम्युनिकेशन, इसका रूट वर्ड क्या है?
वही सर, कम्युनिकेशन मतलब बातचीत के तरीके को ही बोलते हैं, बट मैं अगर इंग्लिश बोलूंगा तो मैं प्रॉपर अपनी बात ही नहीं रख पाऊंगा ना.
नहीं, अभी इस इंटरव्यू में बस टाइम नहीं है. आप कम्युनिकेशन वर्ड का एक होता है रूट वर्ड, वो देखिएगा इसका मतलब क्या होता है.
ओके,
ठीक है. तो आपको एक्चुअली यू हैव टू इम्प्रूव योर कम्युनिकेशन. मेरी तुमको एडवाइस ये है विनय, अगर कोई पूछे आपसे इंटरव्यू में कि आपका फ्यूचर प्लान क्या है, प्लीज फॉर गॉड्स सेक डू नॉट से सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग.
ओके,
यू शुड से स्ट्रेटजी. मैं तुम्हारा गोल बदलने की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं कि पहले मैंने ही कहा आपसे आधे घंटे पहले कि बी योरसेल्फ एंड नाउ आई एम टेलिंग यू चेंज योरसेल्फ. नो, आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू टू चेंज योरसेल्फ. आई एम टेलिंग यू बी योरसेल्फ बट बी अ स्मार्ट प्रेजेंटर ऑफ योरसेल्फ. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका कि आप बोलिए कि सर मुझे सेल्स में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है उतना, मुझे स्ट्रेटजी में इंटरेस्ट है. मैं चाहता हूं कि मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटजी बनाऊं, मैं सेल्स की स्ट्रेटजी बनाऊं, बिकॉज मेरा टेक्निकल पार्ट बहुत स्ट्रांग है. और दिस कैन बी इवन सेड बाय सौम्या ऑल्सो. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. तो जिन लोगों का टेक्निकल पार्ट बहुत स्ट्रांग है, उनका प्रोडक्ट नॉलेज, उनका नो हाउ एक्चुअली बहुत स्ट्रांग है. मेरी बात समझे?
Yes.
आपको चाहिए कि आप अपने आज जहां पर हैं उसमें वैल्यू ऐड करें, और ये मैनेजमेंट की डिग्री कैसे वैल्यू ऐड करेगी ये बताना है आपको. कभी मत बोलिए इंटरव्यू में कि मैं उस पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन के लिए MBA करना चाहता हूं, मुझे CEO बनना है या मुझे इस पोस्ट पे जाना है, हायर पोस्ट जाना है. दे आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर पीपल हु आर लुकिंग फॉर MBA ठप्पा, MBA टैग. You should say that you are looking for management knowledge. Why am I going to IIM? Not because you are great IIM. No. I know you have got best of the faculty members. किसी ने बात किया अबाउट पेडागॉजी दैट केस स्टडी होती है, अच्छी बात है, मगर आपको किसको तारीफ सुनना पसंद नहीं है? जो आपका इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं वो लोग कौन है? वो फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं. तो स्टैंडर्ड आंसर कि why are you coming to IIM? Sir, I am coming to IIM just because I'll be having opportunity to learn management from great thought leaders and subject knowledge experts.
All right. Is that it, sir? That will be it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Very nice gesture. Thank you, Bola. बहुत बढ़िया. Okay. Next, sir. Anyone you want to pick?
I would like to go for Rudra Pratap.
Rudra Pratap Nirvana. Coffee brewing master. Master in brewing coffee. Okay.
Yeah,
So we have
Rudra
maximum
Pratap-
8 minutes.
Okay.
Your time starts. Sir, no SOP. आप डायरेक्टली इंटरव्यू करिए.
Okay.
थिंक ये
Okay.
अच्छा फॉर्मेट है.
नहीं, मैंने एसओपी देखा मगर फिर वो अलग बह गया थोड़ा सा मामला.
Okay.
आई वेंट इन द फ्लो. और ऐसे होता है, जो एसओपी आप लेकर जाओगे ना, वो उनके रेफरेंस के लिए होता है. वो पढ़ के बैठे होते हैं एंड दे वांट टू नो, बिकॉज उनको पता है कि आप एसओपी तैयार करके अपना आए होगे, इसलिए वो अलग पूछते हैं आपसे और जज करते हैं कि आप जो कह रहे हो और जो लिखा है एसओपी में वो कितना मैच कर रहा है.
Great.
अगर वो एकदम अलग जा रहा है, देन यू विल बी कॉट.
So we can start.
Right. So, Rudra Pratap, you have a very powerful and heavy name. What is meant by the word nirvana?
Sir, Nirvana is my gotra, sir. It's from my caste, sir. Subcaste of caste, sir.
Very good. Fantastic. So why do you want to go for, I mean, how come you are so specific about your career? What is driving you towards that?
Sir, one of my hobbies and I would say passion is brewing coffee, sir. I love making coffee for myself and my parents and for my friends. So I thought one day that why don't I turn it into a business? It would be, I would be cultivating my hobby as well as making a business out of it, sir.
Okay, so one of my friends, his name is Baso Mukherjee. He was one who launched barista in India, right? So you would like to be like Baso Mukherjee, or you would like to be a coffee chef, a technical person who knows about coffee in a very length and width. Because आप मेरी बात समझो, let's say for example, if you know coffee very well, the way you said, and then you go for business, that would be helping you rather than becoming an entrepreneur and then searching for people who will prepare coffee for you, for your business.
Sir, I still maintain that I would like to be like the person you mentioned and manage a coffee business, sir. I do not want to become a chef, sir.
Okay, but this is little, it's kind of oxymoron. Because it's like there are institutions in Australia and US, in Europe also, where if you go, you will learn about coffee, you will learn about that technical know-how, and that should attract you more because you said that you love brewing coffee. So if you enjoy that, why don't you go in that dimension of career?
Sir, because I also at the same time want to build something, sir. I want to be engaged and preferably not retire, sir, after I reach a certain age. So that is why I want to build a business and not get into the culinary business and brew coffee as a myself, sir.
So it's like, is it not better for you that you first go into the technical know-how, you take a course from Australia or from Canada about that particular stream, then after 2, 3, 4 years of experience, then you learn management. That will make more sense in your career. What is your idea about it?
Sir, that is a great idea, sir. However, sir, I wish to, after pursuing my MBA, I wish to get into an FMCG company at a managerial position in order to see how things work and also keep an eye out on the market to see whether my business would have a fair chance of being successful or not. After that, sir, I will, of course, observe the environment and might go for technical expertise in coffee, sir.
So you want to build up a business like Starbucks or like Nestle?
Sir, I haven't thought that far because, sir, I'm mostly mostly focusing on building a couple of outlets in Jaipur, starting with my one outlet, sir. I'm not looking to
is that
expand
technically called,
pan India.
yeah, is that technically called FMCG business or Horeca business?
Horeca, sir.
Then why did you say FMCG? What is FMCG, full form of FMCG?
Fast moving consumer goods, sir.
And what is full form of Horeca?
Sir, hotel, restaurants, and cafes, sir.
Right. So I understand that we're discussing about Horeca, but suddenly in the meanwhile you said FMCG. So are you confused? Your thoughts are overlapping?
Sir, a little bit, sir. Just a tad.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Good. So should I give you feedback, Rudra? So good thing is that you maintained your confidence. Bad thing is that even you don't have that clarity of thought. You are lacking with data. One tip for all of you: if you speak more data, more number, possibility of impressing interviewer goes very high.
Yes.
Don't speak shallow things. You should be sounding well read. If you speak specific names, for example, if I've come to meet you, I'm talking to you, and if I'm quoting names, if I'm quoting figures, am I not impressing you more? I just now said Basam Mukherjee. Once you do Google, you'll find him there, right? So such things are always there to make your personality one level up. So you need to have numbers, you need to have names, specific names, and that is going to make a lot of difference. So even if by chance you fumble, you get nervous, you stammer, no issue at all. But if you know the content, and content is content, not gas. You need to have numbers, you need to have facts and figures. More you have, better possibility of achieving your goal will be there with you. Right.
Great. तो थोड़ा चेहरे पे स्माइल वाले रखो यार, बाकी सब बढ़िया है. You have like you are maintaining a long face, लग रहा है मतलब लड़का है मुंह है, कुछ ने मार दिया है. बस स्माइल करो. एंड विनय का फीडबैक मैं दे नहीं पाया था. विनय फीडबैक मैं आपको दे नहीं पाया था. एक छोटा सा फीडबैक मेरे पास है. हेड ऑन कोलिजन अवॉइड करो. ये पिछले 10 इंटरव्यू से फीडबैक दे रहा हूँ कि हेड ऑन कोलिजन अवॉइड करो. अभी बार बार वो अंदर हिट मार रहा है, आर्ग्यूमेंट करूं, कुछ लीला करूं कृष्ण की तरह, वो चीज अवॉइड करो. ठीक है. और चेहरे पे आता है कि तुम जब अब भिड़ना चाह रहे हो, अब मजा आ रहा है, इससे भिड़ता हूँ, देखता हूँ, वो चीज मत करो. वही देखो, वही चीज हो गया, सर ने घसीट लिया, लाइन टू यू इनसाइड द केज, राइट. वो वाली चीज नहीं होना चाहिए.
मुझे लगता है मेरा आंसर है, अगर मैं नहीं बताऊंगा तो मुझे लगेगा कि मेरी बेवकूफी है, तो मैं वो बताने के लिए वो शायद समझने में तो
बस. अगर तुम्हें अभी रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, आपको मैं भेजूंगा, आप देखना आपने क्या गलती करी. हो सकता है अभी आप समझ नहीं आपको आ रहा है, आप सुनेंगे, आराम से बैठेंगे, क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या पूछ रहे हैं, आप क्या बता रहे हैं, दोनों में बहुत डिफरेंस, धरती आसमान का अंतर है. 3 बार उन्होंने टोका, सुनने का इशू है, ध्यान देना है. ठीक है. विनय को सर स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी बड़ा पसंद है. हाँ,
आपने बात करते करते कई बार इस तरह का साउंड क्रिएट किया. दिस इज अ सिन इन द इंटरव्यू. ये क्या होता है जब आप इस तरह करते हैं इंटरव्यू में, जब आप व्हेन यू फील रेस्टलेस, अरे इस तरह करते हैं तो आप फंस गए, आप ट्रैप में आ गए. तो क्या होता है कि अगर आपको बात बतानी है और आप बड़े अग्रेसिव हो, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल, बट यू नीड टू हैव पेशेंस, यू नीड टू हैव कंटेंट रादर देन एनर्जी टू कन्विंस समबडी. आप में कंटेंट है, अपने कंटेंट से, अपने शब्दों से मुझे कन्विंस करिए, ना कि अपने अग्रेशन से कन्विंस करिए.
थैंक यू सर. ओके
सर, वी हैव अर्पित नाउ, वी हैव शंख, वी हैव सौम्य कुमार सिंह, एंड वी हैव आकांक्षा एंड अंकिता एंड हर्षित. Come mic officer.
Yeah, let's go for Harshit. Hello, Harshit.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Harshit. So typical question. Where do you see after 5 years from now?
So I see myself working in a pharmaceutical or biotech company at a managerial position.
Okay. Why pharma and biotech only?
So I'm from life science background, so I would be able to relate better if I work in a company where I can understand the technical terms better.
Mm-hmm. So once you are going for management, do you have any idea about management streams? Did you study about it?
Yes, sir. So I'm more inclined towards human resource management.
What is the difference of human resource management and human resource development, HRM and HRD? Hello.
घबरा गया क्वेश्चन सुनते ही. Arshit, where are you? I think he received a call, I guess. Disconnect हो गया शायद.
Phone गिर गया, I guess. Anyway, so let's go.
क्वेश्चन इतना खतरनाक था, कोई फोन ही गिर गया क्वेश्चन सुनते ही. Arshit is back. He's there. Arshit, are you there?
Sorry, someone just called me and my phone got
Yes.
No issues. So I was asking you that how do you differentiate human resource development and human resource management? I hope you are not on Google now.
Okay, let's not waste time. We can go ahead. Arshit is थोड़ा busy लग रहा है मुझे. So we can start with Shank. Shank, are you there?
Yes, sir. I am.
So we can start with Shank.
Wow, I have heard this name first time, Shank. How do you relate yourself with your name?
So, sir, myself, the shank actually means it is a shell type of a shell. It is called shank, and it is also wielded by Lord Krishna. And yeah, so that's the meaning of it.
Which attribute of Shank is the attribute of personality of Shank?
The one thing I could relate is shank creates a very musical sound, a very let's say very soothing sound. So I also play music, like to play musical instruments. I play guitar and flute, so I think that is an aspect that connects me to my name.
Okay. So you think that Shank is like any other instrument of music? That's it, or there is some special attribute of Shank as an instrument?
Some special attributes that I'm not sure about.
Okay. Anyways, something about your family background.
Yes, sir. So I have 3 members other than me in my family: my father, my mother, and my sister. My father is a civil engineer. My mother is an architect. They have their own firm in Alwar, Rajasthan. And my sister is currently pursuing BA in psychology.
Okay. So how do you support your family?
In aspect of like you asking financially or business side?
No, at present. I mean, what all you do for your family?
Yes, sir. So at present, well, definitely I help my family, help my father in some of the business. Definitely, like I learn a lot more than helping.
Yesterday, Shank, I met your neighbor, and he was telling me that Shank is not a good son. I don't have answer to convince him. Can you help me?
So a good son, in regards, it should. I think you should ask my father about that first of all.
What do you think about yourself?
Sorry, sir.
What do you think about yourself?
In regards of as a son?
Yeah, I mean, I have to answer to your neighbor. He's my friend. And I just talked about you. So he said, Shank is not a good son. This is what he's telling me. So how should I convince him that no, Shank is a good son? Or do you agree with him that you're not a good son?
No, sir, I wouldn't agree with that. Like, if you ask about how I support my family, I am supporting a little financially. I definitely guide my sister. She also wants to pursue an MA in psychology. So I kind of guide her in that, how to go for higher studies. And yes, these are some of the aspects.
Okay. Why do you want to come to IIM?
Yes, sir. So I've been working in Accenture for about 23 months now. I've been working there as an associate, as an analyst. So I have that experience. I have the technical experience, and now I want to go for a managerial position. So I need that qualification and that skills that I need for like a top managerial position.
Okay. So you are looking for MBA degree and IIM because you want to be qualified, not actually educated.
No, sir. That just qualified is not the aim. Definitely, skills come first. But when I see top managers, top VPs in my company also, and everywhere else, they have a qualification. from like prestigious B schools, and that makes me think that it definitely helps if you have the qualification to be on that management role.
Okay, so you might say that every qualified person is educated, but if I say every educated person will be always qualified, is it same thing?
Sir, give me 2 seconds, sir.
For you, what is more important, qualification or education?
So education is definitely more important if I'm able to use that in my life. If through qualification I can get that education, that is also important for me.
Okay, so your career goal is to join a company and be a manager. That's it.
To be at a managerial position. Yes.
Okay, which subject area you liked most in your schooling days, college days? I mean, by now, which subject
Yes,
you
sir.
liked?
In engineering, I studied like various subjects like data structures I studied, and operating systems I studied. So those were the subjects that I liked.
So, how data structure knowledge can help an entrepreneur, to manage his business well?
Yes, sir. So data structures definitely, well, they give me a technical background. So if I yeah, and it has been used in every aspect of every like, and in tech world, data structures is like the base of every program, and so that helped me understand the product I'm trying to work on, or the company is working on any product. So that gives me an advantage.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, should I give feedback now?
Sure, sir.
Shank, you have a very good possibility of hitting six in opening over only, and you have completely missed it. Had I been actually at your place and somebody asked me कि आपका नाम शंख है, क्या मतलब है इसका? तो शंख is not just an instrument. I'm sorry, don't say so. Shankh reflects to spirituality, purity, originality.
Victory,
So, sir,
triumph.
exactly, victory, right? So, I am a person who believes in purity, who believes in myself, and I am one who would like to always win the battles and set a norm. तुमको मैंने पता है हिंट भी किया शंख कि क्या शंख जो है वो एक मामूली ऑर्डनरी इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, बाकी सारे होते हैं, तो आपने बड़ा कैजुअली उससे बच के आप निकल गए. तो इससे पता है क्या लगा? इससे मुझे लगा कि तुम डोंट माइंड बट तुम एस्केपिस्ट हो. जब तुमको कभी लाइफ में इश्यू आएगा तो तुम डर जाओगे, तुम संभल के पतली गली से निकल जाओगे. मुझे ऐसा लगा. इस तरह लोग साइकी को स्टडी करते हैं आपकी. मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं? तो you have to have a very good proper answer, and not only for interview, develop yourself in a way that you actually justify your name. For example, my name is Vibhor, and I have always been asked many times, I have not always, but people ask me that what is meant by the word Vibhor, and what is this? मैं सुना एक होता है भाव विभोर होना, क्या मतलब है इसका? तो मैं हमेशा एक चीज बोलता हूँ, और मैं एक्चुअली वैसा हो गया वो बोलते बोलते, पता नहीं था कि नहीं था. मैं क्या बोलता हूं कि I am involved in whatever I do, and Vibhor means that you are into it, indulged into it, you are involved with your present work. So, sir, I don't know I'm good or bad, but whatever I do my job with complete shiddat. I get involved into it. तो मैंने रास्ता निकाल लिया अपने नाम को जस्टिफाई करने का, और मैंने उस तरह की पर्सनालिटी भी अपनी बना ली है. तो आपके पास एक अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी है, जो the name which has been given to you by your parents, you can capitalize over it, and from here you can drive entire interview. थोड़ा सा इंटरव्यू के टाइम पर ना, don't be so dull. You have to be vibrant. You have to show positive vibes. आप बहुत डल, बिल्कुल एक बुजुर्ग की तरह बात कर रहे थे.
शंख को याद आया फीडबैक?
हाँ सर.
थैंक यू सो मच.
फर्स्ट डे
सेम फीडबैक.
आप बहुत डल, बिल्कुल बुजुर्ग की तरह साउंड कर रहे थे कि आप बहुत कंफर्ट जोन में हैं, आपको कोई पेन नहीं लेना है, आपके अंदर कोई जील नहीं है, तो दैट डज नॉट, मैनेजमेंट इज नॉट दैट, आई एम सॉरी. इफ यू डू नॉट साउंड लाइक अ लीडर, इफ यू आर नॉट एम्फैटिक विद योर कम्युनिकेशन, आप हिंदी बोले, अंग्रेजी बोले, बंगाली बोले, कुछ बोले, आप जो बोले वो प्रभावशाली बोले, ये बहुत जरूरी है. आप कम बोलें मगर प्रभावशाली बोलें, ऐसा बोले कि सामने वाला बोले कि अरे वाह क्या बोल दिया. अपने नाम का शाब्दिक अर्थ पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. शंख का इफ यू डू संधि विच्छेद तो बहुत सुंदर मतलब होता है उसका, एंड आई एम वेरी श्योर कि आप नहीं जानते होंगे. हियर यू कैन बी कॉट. और ये सिर्फ आपके इस इंटरव्यू के लिए नहीं, आपके किसी भी इंटरव्यू के लिए ये बहुत जरूरी है. फर्स्ट थिंग विच विल अट्रैक्ट द अप्रोच, द क्वेश्चन इज योर नेम. तो कम से कम जो ऑब्वियस है उसकी तो तैयारी करो ठीक से, और यहीं से चीजों को ड्राइव करके ले आ सकते हो आगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन इवन से कि सर आई डू नॉट नो हाउ सक्सेसफुल आई बी इन माई लाइफ, बट आई नो वन थिंग, एट द एंड सर बिगल तो मेरी बचेगी. विक्ट्री जो बात अभी दिव्य सर ने कही ना, उस पर फोकस करो. घुमा के ले जाओ चीजों को, अपने डिस्कशन को, कि वो तुम्हारे प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड का आदमी कायल हो जाए. इट्स ऑल अबाउट कॉन्फिडेंस एंड प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लुक एट हर्षित. हर्षित इज हैविंग अ वेरी मेंटेन्ड स्माइल. दिस इज अ वेरी गुड एट्रीब्यूट. और रुद्र लग रहा है कि ऐसे आर्मी के इंटरव्यू में आया हुआ है, राइट? लग रहा है कि ऐसे सीडीएस के इंटरव्यू में आया हुआ है ना? तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. आप बहुत हंसिए भी मत कि लगे कि आप डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल हैं. आपके स्मर्क भी नहीं होनी चाहिए कि लगे कि आप इंटरव्यूअर के ऊपर एक तरह का कटाक्ष मार रहे हैं, व्यंग कर रहे हैं. और ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि लगे कि आप घबरा गए या आप अग्रेसिव हो गए, जैसा कि अभी मेरे ख्याल से विनय हो गए थे. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा शंख और वाइब्रेंट हो जाओ जैसे शंख होता है, और मैच विद योर नेम, राइट?
चलिए, ग्रेट फीडबैक सर. शंख, वन लाइनर फीडबैक फ्रॉम माय साइड. सर ने शंख बताया था, मैंने आपको एक चिड़िया का ना एग्जांपल दिया था हॉर्नबिल के बारे में. उसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं धनेश बर्ड. धनेश बर्ड जब पिंजरे में बैठता है तो लोग कह नहीं सकते कि चिड़िया है कि ये एक गुड्डा है, कोई टॉय है. वो हिलता ही नहीं, ऐसे बैठ जाता है, वो हिलता ही नहीं, डजंट मूव. तो वही थोड़ा सा ये जो स्वेटर आपने पहना हुआ है, ये आपको थोड़ा लग रहा है कि दिस स्वेटर इज नॉट लेटिंग यू मूव एक्चुअली. प्लस आप थोड़ा, आपका चेहरा ना हैवी है, तो आपके गाल भरे हुए हैं, आप हंसेंगे नहीं, मालूम पड़ेगा आपकी बॉडी मूव नहीं कर रही. इफ यू डोंट स्माइल, योर हेड इज नॉट मूविंग एट ऑल, सो यू डोंट नो कि कुछ एनर्जी है कि नहीं, हम जो बोल रहे हैं जा रहा नहीं जा रहा है अंदर, राइट? ऐसा लगता है. अगली बार से कोशिश करना कि स्वेटर की जगह हम लोग सूट पहन के बैठे हैं, थोड़ा यू कैन मूव फ्रीली, सो थिंग्स कैन चेंज, राइट? और ये चश्मा जो आपने पहना है, चश्मा के थ्रू आपकी आंखें हम देख नहीं पा रहे प्रॉपर्ली. दिस आल्सो इज नॉट अ वेरी पॉजिटिव थिंग. तो ध्यान देना कि मतलब तो रिफ्लेक्शन काम आए, ऐसी जगह बैठो जहां पर आंखों में वो ना पड़े रोशनी. बाकी सब बढ़िया है, ठीक है, गुड फॉर नाउ. ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट इज हर्षित. So we have to keep it short now. Only 5 minutes for the interview. 5 minutes and feedback 2 minutes. That will be it. So we can start.
So Harshit, have you ever been leading anything in your life by now? Have you led people?
So no, sir. I was involved in teamwork and all, but I've never led any event.
Okay.
So I've organized events with my team members, but I've never led a team.
Okay. So you have already been the part of team. So let's say tomorrow, if you join any company, if you learn human resource management in your MBA, during your MBA, so what is going to be your style of getting the job done by others?
So first, I'm going to understand their behavior, what are their attributes, and what kind of job a person prefer. So I'm going to give that kind of work to that person.
So you will always let people be in their comfort zone, right?
No, sir. I will try to push them, but yeah, in their domain only. Not in something that they are not interested in doing, and unnecessary burden I will not put on them.
Okay. And if you have limitations, you have very few people, and you have task of management, your seniors, that this is to be achieved, and by chance your team members are not very comfortable in that, then how would you handle the situation?
So I'm going to talk to them, interact with them, and I'm going to make them understand the possibilities of future outcomes that we can what we can gain out of it if you just go with the work.
Okay. How would you motivate your team members in such situation?
So probably by engaging some activities, kind of the plays and all, outdoor sports.
Can we have a quick round? Can we play a game quickly? A rapid round. I'll be asking you, I'll be speaking words and you have to speak whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Right?
I have to speak like extempore, or
I'll speak some word, and after listening my words, whatever comes to your mind, you'll speak that. Just
speak on that word. Okay.
Speak on that word and only one word against one word.
Okay.
Right? Indira Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi.
FIFA.
Football.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Movies.
MBA.
Management.
Job.
Opportunities.
Harshit.
Happiness.
Papa.
Caring.
Interview.
Nervous.
Right. That's it. So it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Interview's over now.
Okay.
Right. So Harshit, you are better fit for for number games, for finance, if you have knack of finance. And if not finance, then you should go into research. Why am I telling you? There are many reasons. Right. In HR profession, faculty and bosses, they want people who are assertive and who are very flexible. You are a very good personality, very sweet personality, but you are not that assertive leader. And if you are, then you are not sounding like that. What just now I did is called Tom exercise, top of mind exercise.
Okay.
Right. And it was done in a very kinda way. Otherwise, I'm master of it. तुमने वही बोला जो मुझे उम्मीद थी. इंटरव्यू में आपको नर्वस नहीं होना चाहिए. You should say, if I say interview, you should say success.
Okay.
Brilliant way.
अब मेरी बात समझे? मैंने कहा इंदिरा गांधी, आपको जो रियलिटी थी सामने आ गई, राहुल गांधी. You should have said a great leader, a thought leader. या आपने कोई ऐसी घटना कोट कर दी होती जो इंदिरा गांधी ने करी थी, उससे दिखता है कि आप कितने वेल रेड हो. मैं ये सब क्यों कर रहा था? क्योंकि जो कैंडिडेट ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट में अपना करियर बिल्डअप करना चाहता है, उसको इतना अंदर से स्ट्रांग होना होगा कि वो लोगों को ड्राइव कर पाए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर बाय चांस ये क्वेश्चन कोई पूछता है आपसे कि ऐसा हो गया ड्यूरिंग योर जॉब that a task is given to you and your team is not ready, then you should say, so what? There are only two possibilities. Either they are not able to fit in, there is issue of their ability, or they are not willing to. If they're not able to, I'll raise the bar. I'll contribute in their ability. I'll take it on me. And if they're not willing, I'll motivate them.
Okay.
This would have killed. Positive approach is something which is required. Positive approach towards solution. If problem is coming to you, don't let problem be the problem. मुझसे क्या मतलब है? ठीक है, मैं ये करूंगा. तो इस तरह के कैंडिडेट्स को MBA में यूजुअली प्रेफर नहीं किया जाता है if there is option available.
Great.
Always be thought leader, always be solution oriented. Each of your answers should be such which is very convincing. Okay, this is for all of you, not only for
Okay. So great feedback, Harshit. I think sir ने सब कुछ cover कर लिया है. He's covered the alpha and omega. I don't need to give my input. सब कुछ cover हो गया उसमें, right? And same feedback है almost. थोड़ा सा active रखना है और ध्यान सुनना है और जवाब ध्यान से. ठीक है, that's it. Good. सौम्य कुमार सिंह. 5 minutes we have.
Hi Soumya, you look like going for marketing and communication. Is it so? You are coming to MBA course for which stream?
Sir, actually, I want to be flexible, and I would decide in the second year of my journey. I know that it is a T-shaped curriculum. In first year, we would be taught about marketing, operation, communication, and extra. And the second year, we will get knowledge in detailed perspective in one field.
Okay, let's say if I am your prospective employer after MBA, okay, and I'm asking you a question that why should I hire you? And my question is not about your knowledge. My question is about your personality. What is there in Soumya because of which I am bound to hire Soumya, or I'm bound to prefer Soumya than other candidates? Three attributes of your personality.
Sir, first of all, I would state that I am very adaptive in nature. I like team building activities, and I am highly energetic to perform my task, despite of my position.
Okay. So I was asking for three attributes.
Okay. So the first one was I am highly adaptive. Second, I like team building activities, and I could guide several people. Third is I'm a smart worker.
This is what you think so. Can you
Yes,
quote
sir.
some instances about these three attributes of your life?
Definitely, sir. So let's go back to my past journey. In my school journey, uh, in class 11th or 12th, we had an activity about raising funds for animal adoption and some orphan kids education. So the school teacher gave us a form on which we have to collect money. So we go to door, knock on them, and ask for money. But in today's generation, no people give money easily. So I took the initiative in our local park. I, with my some friends, put up 3-4 stalls, and we implied some games. Then we motivated parents and children to participate in that event. And a small amount of money, like 10, 20, and 50 rupees, would be paid to play that game. After 7 days, we gained a sum of around 14,000 rupees in cash that we gave to our teacher, and later we adopted 2 deers in Lucknow Zoo.
Okay, great. So, Soumya, I'm really impressed. But the story which you narrated just now is justifying which of your attributes?
Sir, that I am very adaptive in nature, by
What is
knocking
meant by
off.
adaptive? I think this is more strategic. The story which you spoke is more like that you're a real go-getter. You are focused towards your objective. Somehow you found a way to achieve your objective. So rather than adaptive, you should have said that you are very strategic. What is meant by the word adaptive?
Sir, according to me, adaptive means in to find solution in any kind of problem. But I was a bit of wrong, and
What is
I completely.
what is the difference of adoption and adaptation? Adopt and adapt. These two are two different words of English. Are they having same meaning or these are different?
No, sir, they are having different meaning, but at current moment, I am unable to recall it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so who impressed you most in life? Who has been some? I mean, name anyone, your friends, any one of your friends or relatives or anyone that this is the person I would like to be like.
Sir, there is no role model for me, but I take inspiration from my cousin brother who has completed his PGDM from NIBM Pune. I have seen him evolve so much. Like he's now a completely different personality. His way of thinking, his calmness, his decision making approach, and I have inspired by him to do MBA also. Apart from that activity, I would also like to run my business in future. So that's why I'm going for an MBA.
Which business you want to go in?
So I want to open a cafe, which would be a fusion about street food and fantasy world foods.
can you name any MBA subject which can help you in opening this cafe?
So there would be many subjects related to it, like how to balance your finance, how to do marketing effectively, how to promote your brand. So
Okay,
these
let's
are
say if I ask you that you learn marketing, market research during MBA, right? You have done your MBA. Now you're going to start your cafe, right? So how market research would help you to run your cafe in better way?
Sir, I know that the Indian food street market is about 75,000 crore in industry, and with the help of marketing strategy, the subject I would learn, I could go with which type of audience I should target, how to make my brand presentable in front of them. So I think that would help me.
Okay. Which vehicle you drive?
Sir, I drive scooty.
Scooty. Which scooty you have?
Sir, Metro H.
Okay. Did you buy this scooty?
My father bought it for me.
Did you like the scooty?
Yes, sir.
If you have to change it, which one you would go for?
Sir, I would go with Hero Metro Edge 125cc, which is a sport model of the current scooty model.
Okay. So you will prefer that model because of what? Power or what?
Sir,
Looks,
the fuel efficiency.
mileage.
Yes, sir, mileage.
So for you, fuel is important, fuel efficiency is important.
Yes, sir.
Does it mean value is important?
Sorry, sir.
Does it mean that value is more important for you than a snob? Okay, you haven't got my question. Anyways, to whom you like more, your mom or dad?
My dad.
Why so?
Actually, we belong to a small city known as Ara in Bihar. He was born, and like we were not so rich in our past, so he studied very hard. He at the age of 18 had traveled, gone to several cities for the interview. He finally cracked the government secretarial job in UP, and he was at 13th rank all over India. So I took inspiration from him that he is a hard worker.
Okay. All right. It's over. So, Divya, may I give the feedback?
Sure, sir.
Soumya, the way I looked at you, I was expecting you to be a very strong personality. But I'm not trying to make you nervous. You know, it's like you were completely revealed. I discovered you not the way I wanted you to be. So good part in you is that you're very honest. The good part, right? But you have to be a little smart in your communication. For example, you know, there are some basic rules. आजकल आमतौर पे लोग ऑब्जर्व नहीं करते हैं, बट अगर कोई सनकी बैठ गया मेरे जैसा इंटरव्यू में तो वो ऑब्जर्व करेगा. Never ever say myself so and so. This is basically wrong English. Never start with myself. Always use simple words. Say I am so and so. It's always safe. Never say myself. There is nothing called cousin brother. Such things actually, you know, it's something like turn off हो जाता है एकदम, है ना? You would expect to be having great vocabulary and all. वो आपने कैट एग्जाम में क्वालिफाई किया हुआ है, आपके अच्छे मार्क्स हैं, you have got good percentile. But while speaking also, you have to be a little conscious. My cousin बोल दो ठीक है, cousin brother नहीं होता है, ठीक है? और when I asked you, a very strategic question that to whom you like more, standard answer, and actually, even if you like your father more, you should think about yourself. Your mother is equally important for you as your father is.
Yes.
You know, all these people, interviewers, they try to understand that what kind of person you are. What is your approach? What is your attitude? What is your value system? They try to scratch on your value system. They will try to scratch on the way you think. और वहां पर तुम किस तरह के हो सामने आ जाता है. तो या तो वैसे हो जाओ, वरना थोड़ी एक्टिंग कर लो. Otherwise, you will lose the opportunity. One thumb rule for all of you. If anyone asks you who is more important for you, your mom or dad, say both are equally important. Sir, I cannot answer this question because I cannot compare them. They both have got their own roles in my life. I respect both of them equally. बहुत सारे लोग ये करते हैं, नहीं, my mother is more important. She has given me birth. It looks very dramatic. वो भी नहीं होना चाहिए. You have to be very practical. Both have got their own job, their own role, and both should be actually equally important for you, right? और थोड़ा सा अपनी values को, अपने the way you think, उस पे सोचो, काम करो उस पे, right? When I ask you that by whom you are most impressed, you discuss about your cousin. And this is good. This is good that there is somebody who is influencing you. But management colleges when they look for candidate, they look for leaders. They look for influencers. Right? तो आप अगर कह रहे हैं कि वो ऐसे ऐसे हैं, तो उसका जो रीजन दीजिए should be very valid. थोड़े हल्के रीजन नहीं होने चाहिए. ठीक है सामने? Otherwise, your personality is very good. You are an impressive candidate, and you can very easily crack. थोड़ा सा और काम कर लो अपने अप्रोच के ऊपर और अपने थॉट प्रोसेस के ऊपर.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm very sure that you must have been having a lot of guidance about your body language. ऐसे बोलो, वैसे बोलो. मैं ऐसा इंटरव्यू रहा हूं हमेशा, जो हमेशा दिमाग को पढ़ने की कोशिश करता है. और अगर आप दिमाग को आपके कोई पढ़ लेगा, तो फिर आपकी जो रियलिटी है वो सामने आ जाएगी. तो या तो अपनी रियलिटी को वास्तव में चेंज कर लो इतने कम टाइम में, और अगर नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो अपने आंसर को इस तरह तैयार कर लो जिसमें बहुत सारे फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स हो, इससे कि आप इंटरव्यू को ड्राइव कर पाओ अपने अंदाज में.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we have 3 more people, but the problem is sir's time is also very important. अब हम लोग so close करेंगे. Last entry for the day is Arpit Tripathi and Ankita and Akansha. उनकी because अभी आपने ग्रुप नया ज्वाइन किया हुआ, so you will take more time. आपने observe किया. It's very good today. Arpit is the last one. Sir, this is one more request that Arpit is a very special candidate and his interview is nearing and he's still confused, but he has grown and evolved a lot. So Arpit, over to you.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hi Arpit. Which is your first interview from now? I mean, which is the next interview?
Sir, my next interview would be IMT Ghaziabad. My IIM Rohtak interview was on 20th. Now next is IMT Ghaziabad.
Okay. All right, Arpit, what is your career goal?
So I have divided my career goals into 2 categories: short-term goals and long-term goals. In my short-term goal, I would like to pursue my MBA, hopefully from your college, and then go on to work in some middle-level management role where I will get to learn the practical side of what I would have learned during my MBA journey. Next, in my long-term goal, I would like to work my way through from the middle-level management role to the top-level management role at a renowned organization. Most probably, I would like to work at a leadership role.
Okay. So Arpit, you're from Kanpur, right?
Yes, sir.
So why Kanpur is called Kanpur?
So Kanpur, if I can recall correctly, Kanpur was named as Kanhaiyapur in the 1700s.
Very good.
After that,
I got the answer.
because of
Arpit,
its
Arpit,
relation.
Fine, I got the answer. So are you very proud of being from Kanpur?
Yes, sir, I would say that I am proud of being from Kanpur.
Why don't you meet people who say that Lucknow is better than Kanpur?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do meet people that say Lucknow is better than Kanpur because it has got better infrastructure than Kanpur. The metro, I would
Are you
say
convinced
that.
with them?
So I would say that as Lucknow being the capital of Uttar Pradesh, it was developed first, but Kanpur was called the Manchester of the East, and industries were set up here. So I would say that Kanpur is better as being my hometown.
Okay. So how much aware you are the latest happenings around?
So I read newspaper. So in today's newspaper, I read that Yes Bank is in trouble yet again. That now the Supreme Court has ordered Yes Bank to revise the perpetual bonds that were scraped off from his financial statements should be written back in the financial statements now, because the employees who sold the perpetual bonds of around 8,000 crore rupees to most of them who purchased the perpetual bonds were senior citizens. They were not aware that it's not a fixed deposit. So Supreme Court has advised Yes Bank to ordered Yes Bank to write back those 8,000 crore rupees of perpetual bonds back into its book.
Great. So you have got full details. Very good. So which news you liked most in today's newspaper? Which you liked most?
So in today's newspaper, a few days back, there was a news that really like that PhonePe has received around 350 million dollars of investment, and the company is valued at around now 12.1 billion dollars, and now they are shifting their headquarters back to India. So they'll be paying taxes of around $1 billion to Indian government. That made me feel good.
Okay. And which news you dislike most?
So I
Which disturbed you a lot?
dislike. So I can't recall that. So
There are many news which should disturb you. Have you heard
so
about
can I?
mass retrenchment happening nowadays?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I totally
So
forgot about
usually you
that.
are a very positive person. You don't bother and look about negative things, right? Is it so, Arpit?
So I won't say that. I totally forgot about this news that there have been a lot of lays off in tech sector. Goldman Sachs laid off is going to lay off around 3,200 workers. So that was the news that really depressed me.
So if this is happening around Arpit, then in this kind of environment, why are you entering into that same zone of management? Jobs are not there. There is expected, there is probably there will be a recession, and there's expected retrenchment going to happen again and again. 3, 4 waves will be coming in this way, and there will be a lot of people on the road looking for a job, and you will be a fresher. So is it the right decision for you to go for an MBA?
So I believe that an MBA would help me gain the skills such as people management and resource management, as well as it will help me with my networking skills. And after doing an MBA, I would be better prepared to cope up from this situation arising right now, that is the recession and lays off in every sector in the industry. So I believe that after an MBA, I would be better prepared to go from this situation.
What does your father do?
So my father is an accountant in a private firm in Kanpur.
Okay. You didn't think of going for chartered accountancy or cost and wealth management, then entering into MBA zone?
So I thought about when after completing my schooling, I thought about going into CA, but I really think that my interest is in management. So that's why I
In
didn't go in
management,
there.
would you prefer finance domain?
Yes, sir, I have studied finance in my graduation. So currently, I would say that I would prefer finance, but first I'll study in the first year. I will study all of the domains that there is, then I will be able to take a better decision.
Okay. That's it. Good. So, Divya, may I give the feedback?
Yes, sir. That will be it.
The most impressive interview today has been of Arpit only.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, and for all of you, did you observe his thought process, his body language? This was very easy, relaxed, and you could maintain your smile. It was looking like that you were speaking your heart out.
Brilliant.
It was not that you are like managing to reply to answers, right? So it was very spontaneous. Relax. Interview should be like a casual talk. It should not be a stressful activity. You will be, dragged into a stress zone. मैंने बहुत हल्का इंटरव्यू लिया है आज, अदरवाइज आप लोग तो रो पड़ोगे.
टोन डाउन कर दिया उसको, टोन डाउन कर दिया.
हाँ, तो इंटरव्यू में they can ask you, I'm telling you, मुझसे किसी ने पूछा that to whom you like most in your family. I said so and so and so. Then मुझसे कहा कि अभी इस इंटरव्यू के बाद you get the news that the person is dead. How do you react? ऐसा होता है इंटरव्यू, और ये मैं बता रहा हूं आपको IIM का इंटरव्यू. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट एनी जॉब इंटरव्यू. They were reading my facial expression. Right? So management is not an easy ball game. When you have to be a manager, you have to be a thought leader, and they are looking for good raw material. 2 साल में कोई चमत्कार नहीं हो जाएगा आपके अंदर. उनको पता है कि अगर मैंने अर्पित को आज लिया IIMT गाजियाबाद में, IIMT गाजियाबाद is a great place. One of my very good friends has been there as CEO. He has recently retired from there. Dr. Musanna, right? Rizwan Musanna, right? So I'm very sure that you can qualify your next round. You just need to have a bit data थोड़ा और कर लो, so that if somebody grills you, you have the answer. Okay? All right.
So that will be it for the day. Thank you, Arpit. God bless you. अच्छा रहा interview. No feedback from my side. Everything is covered. So, sir, that will be it for the day, and we have to wrap it. And just 2 minutes of pep talk we have time with you. 2 minutes के लिए कुछ भी आप बोलना चाहें. Anyone wants to ask the question? You are free.
बहुत मजा आया. After a long time, I really enjoyed. Div. Thank you so much. And this was very interesting. Knowing people, shaping up young talent, and becoming aware of that still there is craze of these great colleges.
Harshit has a question. Harshit, yes, go ahead.
Sir, I received a call from Lucknow's ABM program, and I've heard that they are grilling on that part. So how to justify it by ABM?
You have to be well read. That is what they look for. Only one word answer. You have to be well read and clear in your thought process. I am Lucknow. Usually panel is very difficult. I'm not, I'm just telling you that you have to be very well prepared. Your awareness about business things around whatever you are quoting to be in whichever career you want to go, every word spoken by you should have backup of data. A typical trait of I'm Lucknow. If you are going for I'm Ahmedabad, they look for your strategic quotient. If you're going for I'm Lucknow, they look for data, finance, data, right? If you're going for IMC, they look for how creative you are, how big troubleshooter you are. तो हर इंस्टीट्यूशन का अपना एक खुद का डीएनए होता है, वो समझना पड़ेगा आपको. और वो डीएनए होता है ट्रांसलेट उस पैनल में जो बैठता है वहां पर, या फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, उनकी सोच भी वैसी होती है, और वो वैसे ही बच्चों को, वैसे ही कैंडिडेट को चाहते हैं अपने कॉलेज में लाना, जो जिनको शेप अप करके वो बेस्ट पॉसिबल प्लेसमेंट्स दिला पाए. तो पर्सनालिटी इज समथिंग विच कैनॉट बी चेंज्ड इन दीज 2 years. इवन दे नो अबाउट इट. तो उस फ्रंट पे आप लोगों को यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेल प्रिपेयर्ड कि अपनी पर्सनालिटी, अपने पर्सोना को ऐसा बना के रखो जो उनके पर्पस से फिट हो। उनका पर्पस क्या है? उनका पर्पस ये है कि आर यू अ ट्रेनेबल ह्यूमन रिसोर्स? कैन यू बी थॉट लीडर? We people, when we go for campus drives in IIMs and all, consulting industry pays सबसे बड़ा अमाउंट पे करता है इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर, नंबर 2 पे करता है कंसल्टेंट, नंबर 3 पे करता है आईटी इंडस्ट्री एंड ऑल, वो सब बाद में आते हैं। तो उनकी नजर में क्या होता है कि जिस बच्चे को मैं आज ले रहा हूं अपने कॉलेज के अंदर, क्या मैं इसको मॉर्गन स्टैनले में या पैरागॉन कंसल्टिंग में या मैकिन्जे में या बीसीजी में या 3EM में प्लेस कर पाऊंगा? इस तरह वो सोचते हैं। उनको पता होता है कि उनको क्या चाहिए। मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं आप लोग? तो ऐसी पर्सनालिटी अपनी तैयार करिए, ऐसा दिखाइए अपने आप को, इस तरह की बातें बोलिए कि वो निरुत्तर हो जाएं और उनके पास आपको एक्सेप्ट करने के अलावा कोई और चारा नहीं हो। बाकी और पसंद मत होइए। यू हैव टू बी वेल रेड, यू हैव टू बी क्लियर इन योर थॉट प्रोसेस, व्हाटएवर यू स्पीक इट हैज टू बी हैविंग अ बैकअप। आपने कहा कि मैं इस तरह की पर्सनालिटी हूं, मैं इस तरह का बंदा हूं, तो यू हैव टू कोट द इंस्टेंसेस। सर मुझे लगता है कि मैं बड़ा मेरे अंदर बहुत ज्यादा परसिवरेंस है, क्योंकि एक बारी ऐसी घटना मेरी लाइफ में हुई, तब मुझे ये मालूम पड़ा, मैंने अपने को डिस्कवर किया कि मेरे अंदर बहुत परसिवरेंस है। दिस इज मोर कन्विंसिंग rather than just telling one word. तो if you can relate and if you can justify, जो आप कह रहे हैं, that makes more sense. Okay? Any questions to me from anyone?
Okay, so before I give the token of thanks, I want you all to just add a 10-second, feedback for the session and what values you have taken away from this classroom. All right, 10 seconds only. Arpit, फटाफट, क्या सीखा आज? हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स, अभी थोड़ा कैजुअल। इस क्लास से क्या सीखा इन 10 seconds? फटाफट।
सर काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला। सर के पास काफी एक्सपीरियंस है, जैसे इंटरव्यूज आपने बताया, सर ने बताया कि वो ले चुके हैं IIM लखनऊ में, तो काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला कि कैसे प्रेजेंट करना है, मतलब क्या इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। बाकी लोगों के जो फीडबैक थे उनसे भी काफी सीखने को मिला है।
ग्रेट। सौम्या, क्या नोट्स बना रही हो बैठे बैठे?
No, sir, I was just noting down questions.
Yes.
Yes, so the biggest takeaway is how to present yourself, and that thought clarity is something that is the most important factor. And then how not to panic, how to be calm, like your attitude is what they are testing and what you're thinking is what they're testing instead of...
Very nice. Crisp. Akansha?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I learned how to maintain the thought process throughout the interview and not to get nervous and always be optimistic.
Great. Very nice. Ankita?
Sir, it was a really amazing session, and because of sir, we learned that how to maintain our thought process throughout. Plus, we also learned answers of different questions. He gave answers and he shared our experience, so it was really nice.
Very nice. आप दोनों का जो है सूट पहन के आना बेकार बिल्कुल नहीं हुआ है। सेशन वाज मीनिंगफुल। डेफिनेटली आपने कुछ सीखा होगा। आपको मौका मिलेगा अभी आप नए हैं ना, इसलिए आपको मैंने आज अवॉइड किया, आप इंटरव्यू मत दो, डिस्टर्ब हो जाओगे। इसीलिए, राइट? वेरी नाइस। सो योर प्रेजेंस हियर विद कैमरा ओपन एंड वेयरिंग अ सूट, इट एक्चुअली यू आर सीरियस। सो गुड, वेरी नाइस। रुद्र?
Sir, through my interview and the others' interview, I learned where I need to improve upon. And through the others' interview, I learned the kind of questions that can be asked from any angle. So you have to be prepared for everything.
Can you smile a bit, हल्का सा? Yes, very nice. सौम्य कुमार सिंह?
सर एक चीज मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, द चॉइस ऑफ वर्ड वी हैव टू यूज, तो वो काफी चीज अच्छी लगी मेरे को कि कैसे प्रेजेंट करना है और क्या बोलना है, और जो क्लैरिटी वाला था।
ओके सर, एक क्वेश्चन था सौम्य का, बहुत उनसे मैंने कहा आपसे पूछूंगा, आप इसमें बेहतर गाइड कर पाएंगे। सौम्य का जो स्टाइल है ना, इट्स लाइक प्रहलाद कक्कड़, बाल थोड़ा लंबे करके रखा हुआ है। अब ऐसा क्वेश्चन है कि क्या बाल कटवाऊं कि ना कटवाऊं, तो मैंने कहा कि मुझसे बड़ा कोई आदमी आएगा तो वही आंसर करेगा। तो आई थिंक दिस इज द क्वेश्चन ही हैड।
मैं बताऊं, आप बिल्कुल बाल मत कटवाइए, और आपका जो स्टाइल है इसमें आप मोस्ट कंफर्टेबल हैं, आप उसको वैसे रखिए। जैसे देखिए, जैसे शंख क्या होता है कि एक चीज आप एक केस स्टडी हो उनके लिए, अब मेरी बात समझो, और हर केस स्टडी में पहले सिम्टम ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है, राइट? जितना आप तैयार हो, आपका इंटरव्यूअर आपको लेकर उतना तैयार नहीं होता है। तो जैसे शंख का जो केस स्टडी है, उसमें उसका नाम जो है वो एक अट्रैक्शन है, वहां से कहानी शुरू हो सकती है। उस तरह आपके बाल, आपकी पर्सनालिटी, वहां से कहानी शुरू हो सकती है। जिस तरह मेरी भी कहानी शुरू हुई थी। तो अगर कहानी आपके अंदाज में शुरू हो रही है, तो आप जितने अच्छे प्लान्ड हो आगे, आपकी कहानी आपकी तरह बन जाएगी जिससे बनाना चाहते हो। मगर उसको मैंने कहा ना, जस्टिफाई करना है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन इंडिया यूजुअली किसी के पास अगर पोनी है इस तरीके से, वो डिफरेंट तरीके से अपने को प्रेजेंट करता है, तो आमतौर पर लोग समझते हैं कि वो बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट है। और वो कॉन्फिडेंस अगर बाद में आपकी बात से एग्जिबिट नहीं होता, जस्टिफाइड नहीं होता, तो फिर लगता है कि ये आदमी है नहीं, बनने की कोशिश कर रहा है।
ग्रेट सर, गुड फीडबैक।
व्हाट माय पॉइंट? तो अगर आपके बाल बड़े हैं, आपका वो स्टाइल है, प्लीज डू मेंटेन दैट। दिस इज एक्चुअली काइंड ऑफ स्टाइल, राइट? मगर इसको अपने थॉट प्रोसेस से, अपनी पर्सनालिटी से उसको जस्टिफाई भी करो। आई हैव पर्सनली वर्क विद पराग कक्कड़ साहब, एंड ही इज अ ग्रेट स्ट्रेटेजिक गुरु, है ना? तो हो सकता है कोई पूछे आपसे कि आपका जो हेयर स्टाइल है वो किससे इंस्पायर्ड है, तो बजाय किसी सिंगर के, आपको बजाय एक बोलने के स्टीवी वंडर से, आपको बोलना चाहिए कि ये पराग कक्कड़ से इंस्पायर्ड है। क्योंकि जब आप बोलोगे पराग कक्कड़ से इंस्पायर्ड है, तो फिर वो फैकल्टी मेंबर कनेक्ट करेगा, फिर वो पराग कक्कड़ के बारे में सवाल पूछेगा। अब मेरी बात समझ रहे हो? इस तरह से आप अपने इंटरव्यू को ड्राइव कर सकते हो। अपने हर जवाब में उसको ऐसा क्लू देने की कोशिश करो कि रास्ता इधर से जाता है, और अगर आपने ड्राइव कर लिया उसको, then you will have eureka.
Great. Shank, your feedback, your takeaway, your takeaway.
Yes, sir. So first thing was I need to work a little on how to present myself, and second is how things go on in interviews by mind, like छोटी छोटी चीजों से how they are judging. So that is my takeaway.
Great. Harshit?
Sir, I learned that every word you utter has an importance, and confidence is the key.
Wonderful. Vinay?
सर, मिस्टेक्स पता चल गई कि मैं क्या क्या कर रहा हूँ, आदि तो सर से, और दूसरा अर्पित ने मेरे को मोटिवेशन दिया कि कैसे चेंज करना है खुद को।
Good, very nice. And so my takeaway from this session is that how you have changed and transformed your personality. अभी 1 घंटा पहले हम लोग मीटिंग कर रहे थे, हम लोग कर रहे डिस्कस अबाउट semantics, about startup and pitch and fund, और फिर मीटिंग SOP वगैरह 1 घंटे बाद ही आपने तुरंत ट्रांसफॉर्म किया एज एन academician. This is my takeaway कि we should keep on transforming ourselves as per the situation and the climate. So that is my takeaway from the day, and that will be it, sir. Thank you so much for being here. It is very nice to see you here, and my reporting manager is here, and I feel very proud, very honored that these kids have your skills, and I'm very happy.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for giving this opportunity. This is my proud privilege to be here. And my takeaway is that yes, there is hope. There is a lot of good young raw material who is in pipeline. And maybe probably one day I'll see you when I'll be in campus drive of your management college.
Yes, 3 years hiring, by the way.
All the best. Yeah. All the best, guys. And whenever you have any questions to me, you can reach to me via Divya, or I am there on LinkedIn. We can be connected. Or,
Sure.
Anyways, I would love to guide you. Only thing is, that confidence, communication, and conviction. These are three things. अगर आपने इसका एक बैलेंस बना लिया, तो इंटरव्यू का कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं होता। डॉक्टर प्रीतम सिंह जो मेरे गुरु रहे हैं, आई एम लखनऊ के डायरेक्टर रहे बहुत साल तक, मैंने उनसे पूछा कि सर इंटरव्यू में आप लोग क्या पूछते हो, तो बोले कुछ भी जो इस दुनिया में संभव है। और अगर आप गूगल करोगे कि क्या क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं IIM के इंटरव्यू में, तो वो बोल देंगे, उसमें लिख के आता है गूगल पे कि एनीथिंग पॉसिबल अंडर सन। तो मगर हर सवाल का ऑब्जेक्टिव एक ही होता है, क्या आपका वो ज्ञान नहीं जानना चाहते, ना वो ये जानना चाहते हैं कि आप किस तरह दिखते हो, आप कितने हैंडसम हो, या आपका क्या रहा है फैमिली बैकग्राउंड। उनको सिर्फ 2 चीज जानने में इंटरेस्ट है, जो अभी सौम्या ने कहा, आपकी खुद की रियल पर्सनैलिटी, आपका अप्रोच विच इज exhibited by your thought process, number 1. Number 2, your attitude. Are you a positive person? Are you solution oriented? Do you carry positive aura with you? If yes, nobody can say no to you. All the best, boys and girls.
All right, last session पर सर एक हम लोग स्क्रीनशॉट ले रहे हैं. सो हैप्पी फेस एक टैग डालना जरूरी है. सो सर एक बार थम्स अप कर दिए सब लोग प्लीज.
Yes.
मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. I have to take a screenshot. मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. So all right, so we have 1, 2 and it goes 3. Great. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. God bless you all. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Night, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Good
much,
evening,
sir.